Hi there. It's January 6th and time for Proverbs 6. Let's just jump over there and get right into it, shall we? These are practical warnings, or warning against folly, as it says over here. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, have given your pledge for a stranger, if you are snared in the words of your mouth, caught in the words of your mouth, then do this, my son, and save yourself. For you have come into the hand of your neighbor. Go, hasten and plead urgently with your neighbor. Give your eyes no sleep, and your eyelids no slumber. Save yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter. What's this note here? Lacks of the hunter. Like a bird from the hand of the fowler. So this whole thing is talking about basically what they call today co-signing for people, taking on other people's debts. You know, when you gain nothing from it, like co-signing on a car for a friend, that makes you responsible for the payments of the car, but you never get the car. And it says the same thing over the New International Version, a little different, but my son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, if you have shaken hands and pledged for a stranger, you have been trapped by what you said, ensnared by the words of your mouth. So do this, my son, to free yourself. Since you have fallen into your neighbor's hands, go to the point of exhaustion and give your neighbor no rest. Allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. Oh, yeah, some perfect stranger. Somebody wants something from a stranger, and you come along and put up your collateral for that. And he says that all over Proverbs, never to co-sign for somebody. So there you have it. Verse 6. Go to the ant, O sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise. Without having any chief, office, or ruler, she prepares her bread in summer and gathers her food in harvest. How long will you lie there, O sluggard? Oh, sluggard. There's the same thing over here, sluggard. When will you arise from your sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed man. Or scarcity, it says over here. Well, a worthless person, a wicked man, goes about with crooked speech. Winks with his eyes, signals with his feet, and points with his finger. What's his signals, better say? Scrapes. With perverted hearts devises evil, continually sowing discord. Therefore calamity will come upon him suddenly. In a moment he will be broken beyond healing. Well, there are a lot of people today that could, fit right into this paragraph, huh? What's it say over here? A troublemaker and a villain who goes out about with a corrupt mouth, who winks maliciously with his eyes, signals with his feet, and motions with his finger, who plots evil with deceit in his heart. He always stirs up conflict. Therefore disaster will overtake him in an instant. He will be suddenly destroyed without remedy. Kind of hoping that for a lot of the higher-ups who have gotten so full of themselves. Satan is controlling them. Okay, verse 16. There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him. We've gone over these before. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans. Lots of those around today, huh? Feet that make haste to run to evil. Here's 6 things the Lord hates. A false witness who breathes out lies. and one who sows discord among brothers. Now, it's important that he says brothers there. That's people in the church. Oh. Does it say it different over here? Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, hearts of eyes, wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil. That'll be all these protesters. A false witness who pours out lies, and a person who stirs up conflict in the community. Okay? Now, I'm kind of curious. I want to look up this word haughty. Let's see what it says over here. Arrogant, superior, and disdainful. Yeah. What's higher? The word haughty communicates a kind of pride that is obviously full of contempt for others deemed inferior or unworthy. The word is not applied only to people. Haughty often modifies nouns like glare, look, appearance. So, kind of people who think they're smarter than everybody else and look down on people. Haughty. The Lord hates haughty eyes. Okay? Don't think of anybody. Don't think of yourself as better than anybody. Okay? God created everybody. There you have it. Lots of stuff in here, Warnings against adultery. He talks about this almost every chapter. He talks about adultery. My son, keep your father's commandment and forsake not your mother's teaching. Bind them on your heart always. Tie them around your neck. When you walk, they will lead you. When you lie down, they will watch over you. And when you awake, they will talk with you. For the commandment is a lamp, and the teaching is a light. And the reproofs of discipline are the way of life, to preserve you from the evil woman. What's that? Evil woman. From the wife of a neighbor. Right. From the smooth tongue of the adulteress. Do not desire her beauty in your heart. Do not let her capture you with her eyelashes. Eyelashes. For the price of a prostitute is only a loaf of bread, but a married woman hunts down a precious life. Can a man carry a fire next to his chest and his clothes not be burned? Or can he walk on hot coals and his feet not be scorched? So is he who goes into his neighbor's wife. None who touches her will go unpunished. People do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his appetite when he is hungry. But if he is caught, he will pay sevenfold. He will give all the goods of his house. He who commits adultery lacks sense. He does it to destroy himself. Well, he will get wounds and dishonor, and his disgrace will not be wiped away. For jealousy makes a man furious, and he will not spare when he takes revenge. He will accept no compensation. He will refuse, though you multiply gifts. Okay? You take another man's wife. If you steal because you're hungry, people can understand that. Okay, I understand you're starving. You have kids. You're hungry. If you take another man's wife, and he's a jealous man, he's going to hunt you down. No amount of gifts, no amount of bribes, no amount, I'll give you my car. No, you took his wife. No, don't do that. So, that's Proverbs 6. Lots of stuff in here. We went into this, we will go into this again, about co-signing for strangers, even your kids, your neighbors. I really need this. Can you co-sign? No, don't put up stuff. Just don't do that. And this one, there's so much of this going on today in the last days. Okay, and we'll read it over here in the New International Version, 12 through 15. A troublemaker and a villain who goes about with corrupt mouth, who winks maliciously with his eye and signals with his feet, and motions with his finger, who plots evil and deceit in his heart. He always stirs up conflict. Therefore disaster will overtake him in an instant, and he will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. Right. Aren't you with the representatives? I don't call them leaders. They are not leaders. They are representatives. They're supposed to be representing us, the people in government. in this country. And they don't. They consider themselves leaders, and they put themselves above each other. They're the ones with the haughty eyes, that we looked up, and a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood. These kind of people do all these things right below it. False witness who breathes out lies. He who sows discord among brothers or stirs up conflict in the community. Yes. Wow. And warnings against adultery. So, that covers Proverbs 6, in both the English Standard and the New International Version. And we're going to keep this up just as long as we can, okay? As long as we can. Stay tuned later today for 365 days through the Bible, the entire Bible. We're going to be on Job for at least the next 10 days, because they put Job in there and it's very long. But we're going to get through it so we can say that we have read the entire Bible in a year. All right? So, until then, have a good weekend. See you next time.